just a tourist passing through. 60 days in paradise, didn't know what I'd do. Got an education visa, thought I'd learn to speak Thai. But after 2 years of trying, hell, I couldn't tell you why. Another year I skipped the class, figured I'd be alright. Started bouncing around Southeast Asia every 60 nights. Philippines and Malaysia, Cambodia by van. Every time I hit immigration, they'd ask me for a plan. I've been running from the visa man, trying to stay in Thailand. One stamp here, one flight there, living life without a care. Till the day that finally said, son, you're pushing your luck again. 5 years chasing paradise, trying to beat immigration. I even got myself married, thought I found an easy way. But that little bright idea didn't last too many days. So after nearly 5 long years, I figured I'd head home, spend a month back in America, and leave Thailand alone. Did some work and saw my people, had a real good time. Then came the 30-hour journey and a case of cheap red wine. My buddy dropped me at the airport, I was feeling pretty great. Checked my bag and hit the gate. I've been running from the visa man, trying to stay in Thailand. One stamp here, one flight there, living life without a care. Till the day they finally said, son, you're pushing your luck again. 5 years chasing paradise, trying to beat immigration. The lady said, flight's canceled, sir. Volcano in the sky. I laughed and thought she must be joking. Figured she was high. They sent me to another gate. I stumbled down the hall, then realized I'd left my bag and had to race back before it all. I grabbed it and came running, but the plane was long gone. Got booked on yet another flight and tried to carry on. I lay down by a giant jet, closed my eyes a minute or two. Woke up in that damn 747, disappeared without a clue. Now I'm doing 30 hours sober, wide awake and feeling rough. 5 movies deep in South Korea, and I finally had enough. Grabbed a pizza from my favorite spot and boarded one more plane, thinking Pattaya was waiting just a couple hours away. Then I heard those words again, supervisor. My heart dropped to the floor. He said, you're disrespecting Thailand. I tried my best Thai to explain. He wasn't buying any of it, and everything changed. They walked me underneath the airport, down some hidden hallway maze. Not a hotel room like I expected, just fluorescent lights and haze. A holding cell full of strangers, smugglers, and who knows what else. Thinking, how the hell did I end up in this mess myself? I said, I can't afford a ticket home. They said, then you'll stay right here. 2 days in a concrete box, making everything crystal clear. 3 days with no shower, 30 more hours to fly. Then I boarded for America, wondering how hard I could cry. I asked the flight attendant softly, can I get a beer? looked me in the eyes and said, "No, sir, not this year. I've been running from the visa man, trying to stay in Thailand. One stamp here, one flight there, living a life without a care." Till the day they finally said, "Son, you're pushing your luck again. 5 years chasing paradise, trying to beat immigration." Back in America again, right where I'd begun. 3 trips in a single month and I wasn't having fun. Called a visa agent, paid 15,000 baht, praying they could somehow pull off something that I could not. Back across the Pacific, every seat felt made of stone. Seen every movie on the airplane, just wanted to get home. They told me, take a picture here, then wait until we text. Every step felt like a gamble, didn't know what would come next. An officer finally met me, walked me through the line, a stamp hit the passport, and everything was fine. I finally beat the visa man, made it back to Thailand. One last flight, one last ride, back to Pattaya by my side. After all the miles and pain, the holding cells and airplanes, 5 years chasing paradise, and somehow I made it home again. Now every time somebody asks me, "Man, what's the craziest thing you've done?" I tell them, grab a beer and pull up a chair, 'cause this story's just too much fun.